Hey, what's up? It's Young Roman, and guess what? I'm bringing you a video of me. What's up, guys? Hey, everybody knows next week Madden is being released, right? On the 23rd, we got Madden coming out. Everybody's hyped. Everybody's excited. They got some new features that are being added into this game. One feature that they're keeping is the catching. I like that. The aggressive catch, the precision catch, and then the catch and run. Those, man, that has changed the game. I really like that. And another thing that they're adding is a PAT. They're adding that. But the main thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the Nano Detection System. Some people are for it. Some people are against it. Some people are just like, whatever. They'll adapt to whatever, right? Because that's the way it is. You're going to adapt. You're going to learn new things. And the thing is, with sports, people always say, if you're not cheating, you're not doing what it takes to win the game. You know, whether it's Tom Brady taking a little bit of air out, things like that. People taking illegal drugs to make themselves better than their opponent. You know, we all know about those things. But when it comes to Madden, one of the biggest issues has been nano blitzing, because you're blitzing a player in, and the A gap and the A gap's wide open because the players are going in two different directions. You know, and I've seen it to where people have rushed three players in. This guy rushed three players in me. He was just getting in every time. And I figured out how to stop it, but it took like 8 players just to stop 4 guys rushing in. You know, people always say this about nano blitzing. But I rushed in 6 and you only had 5. You rushed in 2 on the left side and 3 on the right side. And the guy came in unblocked. And the A gap, like that has, like, whatever. I'm not even going to get into that, you know, because people are going to argue and say you're not good. But one thing, you know, they're bringing a balance to the game. They really are bringing a balance to the game, because now they're making it fair for somebody who just plays. Man, I ain't going to do that nano blitzing. I ain't going to remember a 20-step move that you got to do in 5 seconds to get a blitz that's going to be unguarded. You know, what is this, Mortal Kombat? That's what they're making Madden into. Do a Mortal Kombat move. You gotta do this 5-punch combination, and then your guy's gonna go straight through the A gap, but you only got 2 seconds to do it, so do it as fast as you can. You know, and guys are out there pressing hike as fast as they can, so just so you can't adjust your nano blitz or whatever. But you know, that's not real strategy. Anybody knows that is not strategy. And people like that cheat like that, or not cheat, but kind of bend the rules a little bit and try to find the glitches. You know, they'll do anything to get into the top 100. They'll do anything to get into the top 1,000. But we all know, are they good? That's a lie. They're not good. And we know that they're not good. Do they have strategy? No, that's a lie. They don't got strategy. Are they good? They're not. And we know them. They're not real masterminds. They can't dissect plays and see the field and be like, all right, bam, right here, we're gonna win it. We're gonna score right here. We're gonna win, and we're gonna stop them. You know, they gotta find those glitchy plays and stuff like that, and they live by that. You know, you live by glitchy plays. Guess what? You die by glitchy plays. That's all you can do. You know, a lot of people on Facebook were saying, oh, you just gotta adapt to it. You gotta just fix it. You know, I mean, you can fix your offensive line and get him in the right way. And I've been playing Madden. Man, everybody plays Madden. Everybody plays, and there's just glitchy plays. And that's why for me, I want to coach real football where you have to have real knowledge, real influence on the football field. Because anybody could play Madden, but to have real influence on the football field, to be a real mastermind and to figure things out there on the field, that's different. You got to have some type of skill for that. Not just you just can't be good at playing Mortal Kombat. I bet you, now check this out, I bet you some guys play Mortal Kombat to practice to beat people on Madden, because they got to switch these defense and do all kinds of things just so that the A gap and the B gap, you know, will be wide open. You know, it's a competitive game though, and I understand with people gambling, you know, there's always going to be that people trying to figure out how do you cheat. You know, I could remember on the old Madden, was 5 years ago, when the quarterback would just walk through the whole football field and he would just hike it and the ball's in his hand. There's been a lot of glitches that have been in Madden, and the one thing is that they're taking the people who exploit the glitches, they're taking away from the advancement of Madden, because Madden is here and they want to get here, but in the middle there's somebody blocking them, which is the people who use Nano Blitzes, because the whole community, majority of the people are going to say that's not real football, that's not real, what is this, it's a glitch. But people are going to do it, and I mean, they do it, okay, that's on them. They got to go to sleep at night knowing that they don't really know football. They just know how to do a combination of blitzes. But they're doing this, and so instead of, here's this little roadblock, because EA Sports is trying to get here. They're trying to make the game to where you can do all these moves with your running back, to where you can do all these different things with adding new features into the game, but they're not able to add new features in because they're spending so much time and so much money on patching plays up. Okay, you do this play, you shift your, you adjust your your defense to the left, and then you shift the linebackers back this way, and then you have one lineman guard this flat for some reason. This A gap is going to open wide up, and you're going to be able to rush in with 3 players. I've played good people who have used real defenses that are real blitzes that have worked, and then they throw in a nano blitz. It's like, dang, and it's like almost unstoppable. So then you're trying to guard the nano, and they just come back at you with another blitz. And those are the real those are the people I would say who know a lot about the game, a lot about strategy, but then also add in the nano blitzes. Because then there's those people who just are trash, but they know nano blitzes, and they're in the top, and they don't have a job, they don't have nothing, but for some reason they have high-speed internet. They're probably rich kids or something, I don't know. But they have 500, 600, 700 games played, and they're winning because they take advantage of people who are trying to do real strategy, and then they just bust out with the nano blitz and get in through the A gap or the B gap unguarded with only rushing 4. That's just not realistic. But, I don't know. That's going to be the new Madden coming out. There's going to be this new kick blocking and kick. They're going to make kicks harder, point after try. That's something I think they need to make harder, but also they got to make it fair. Everything on Madden has to be fair. If you're going to add something, it has to be fair to where if you can do it on defense, I could easily guard against that. I could easily protect myself against that. And the thing is with nano blitzes, with players coming in untouched the A gap or the B gap, you're coming in through the outside. That's going to give me a little bit more time. At least a little bit. But I've seen some A gap, B gap blitz where you have no time at all. Once you press hike, that player is right there in front of your face. And they need to make it fair. If anything's going to be, there has to be a balance to everything. If there's a left, there has to be a right. If there's, up, there's a down. And if a player's going to be able to rush that guy in, I think with the new the gap protection, you're going to be able to move and dodge the player. I think that's a good thing for a quarterback to be able to easily break out of that unguarded man just rushing in. Because even in real life, anybody who knows about football, when a D lineman is rushing in, he is so big and has so much momentum going in one direction. And as the quarterback is taking his 3-step or a 5-step drop back, there's not that much momentum for him. Everything is about him planting his feet and throwing the ball and getting everything off. Okay, but for the quarterback to move into a different direction, it's easier for him because he doesn't have so much momentum going in one direction. He doesn't weigh as much as a D lineman. Okay, D lineman has all his momentum and he's coming in, and then the quarterback just moves a little bit. A D lineman, he's running as fast as he can, and you move out of the way. He can't just immediately shift all his momentum in one direction. That's just not how things are. Even Khalil Mack, one of the best D linemen, J.J. Watt, Von Miller, they don't get the sack every time. They get juked out sometimes. But those are just my thoughts. I'm glad that they're adding something. They're adding something to the playing field to make it balanced. It's really disappointing when people find glitches in Madden and exploit it, because then guess what? Everybody's doing it. Everybody's using those plays, and it's like, can I play a real game? Like, I've played games with the top 10 players, and they don't use nano blitzes. I've played a lot of guys on the top 10. A lot of guys say, oh, guys in the top 10 use them and stuff like that. I played them. I didn't use nano. Maybe because you used it on them, and they used it back on you. Hit you with your own poison. But The thing is, I've played good guys, and they beat me, and I've beat them too. Guys in the top 10, I beat them, and I didn't need to use nanos. They didn't need to use nanos. Yeah, we might have used the same few plays the whole game, but it was a good game, and there's games where everybody knows it's a good game. Everybody's like, dang, that was a good game. You guys gave everything you had. It was fair. And we know, like, oh, that was kind of BS, man. This guy, I don't know, with his gameplay. You know, I had a friend who played 800 games. You know, he was like 400 and 400, but, you know, 420 or 450. And you know, he had a little bit more wins than he had losses, but he played with the Jaguars. I was like, man, this dude is a beast to have 400 wins with the Jaguars. And this was 2 years ago on Madden 14. That was Madden. Was that Madden 25? No, I don't know. Anyways, on that game, we played this game, and it was a really good game. He was really good. Anyways, it was just a good game. That's all I just wanted to say. I had a really good game with this guy, and it was good. But he knew how to do nano blitzes like crazy. Like crazy. And I told him, man, don't use nano blitzes on me. Don't use it. And I'll play fair, and you play fair. And he was like, all right. And he played with the Jaguars. I played with Seattle. And it ended up coming down to the last 2 minutes, and I ended up getting an interception. And I could have just kneed the ball, and he had no timeouts left. I could have kneed the ball and ran the clock out. But I was like, all right, you played fair, I'll play fair. I'm not going to knee the ball out on you. I ended up scoring on him. I scored a touchdown. I think I scored a field goal to give me a 7-point lead. And then he just bombed it deep to his player and just did a one-on-one catch and caught it on me, on my backup cornerback. And he ended up tying to make it go into overtime, and I got the ball back, and I tried to make it, I think, into the touchdown, and I ended up throwing an interception. He beat me, but it was just skill. It was all about skill. We weren't playing like, you know, it just is what it is, and that's what I like about Madden. That is what I like about Madden, but I'm done with that.